Mesechta Sanhedrin, Daf Ein Beis Amud Aleph. We're starting from the Mishnah on Ein Aleph Amud Beis. It's like 6 lines from the bottom. Ben Seiru Meida, Nidin Al Shem Seifei. A Ben Seiru Meida gets the punishment of Skila on what's going to happen at the end, because right now what he did was nothing. He stole from his father. He's guzzling wine. He's glutening meat. Not something that don't have much to kill him. But we know what's going to happen later. He's going to polish all the money from his father. He'll clean out a house. How do you say clean up house? From his father's pockets. No more money there. He's going to have to start robbing from other people. And then he's going to start killing. So I'll shame Sefer, that's why we kill him now. Better that he should die. Zakai, Val Yom Chayiv. That he should die. Sheyom Zakai, Val Yom Chayiv. He should better die more of a righteous person than a guilty person. That's Chayiv Misa. Zog the Mishnah Vakish Mishnah Shal Rishoyim Hanolahem Hanola Ilam. The death of the Rishoyim is a hanol for themselves, that they're not increasing chet for the Maila, that they should get even worse of a Gehenna. And Hanola Ilam to this world. And yes, it's good. How do you say? Good Sagat Leiden. Yep. Okay. Tzadikim, Ralahem. Tzadik, the misa of tzadikim, it's bad for them because they could have added more zchuyas if they would have been in this world. But Ralahem, it's also bad for the world because Kolzman, they're living and they're learning Torah, they're protecting their generation, and also they could give teichacha, they could tell off people that are doing something wrong and stop. We should say the better word. Mekara people, wine and slumber, l'rishayim hanolahem. It's enough for them. It's enough for the world also. While they're drinking, they're preoccupied with the wine, they're preoccupied with sleeping. That's the best. They say schlafen, it's perfect. They're not making any harm to the world. Tzadikim, but tzadikim who have the wine and the slumber, first of all, they're not being Isaac Torah in that moment, because the Torah is protecting us. And when they're not learning Torah, when they're bottled, the talim, with the wine, with the schlafen, that's not good for the world. Separation, meaning that the Rishonim are not grouped together. Since they're separated from each other, so they cannot come with a plot to do bad to the world. Mashen came.
Where do you find the word
Pizur, L'Rishonim.
I know, but
Pizur is no. You find it a lot of times. What?
What's that connected to Ben Seder and Meir?
Because a Ben Seder and Meir is a Russia. So Pizur, when the Rishonim are not together, it's a perfect time. They're not plotting, so it's good for them and it's good for the world because plotting makes them sin more, and for the world that is not harming the world. La tzadikim, when the tzadikim are separated, because when they are together, they come up with good plans to be mechazik and Torah, be yahadus, and it's, now they don't have it. They're not together. Kinus l'Rishoyim. When there's a gathering of Rishoyim, this is terrible. It's on demonstration. They're behind the scene. They're doing terrible things. It's bad for them. They're being meisuf in sin, and they're also bringing evil to the world. La tzadikim, when they're gathered, because they're being mechazik each other for mankind. Before we spoke about Pizur, the chesed. Now we talk about the mile of kinus of being together by tzadikim. On the chesed by the Rishonim. Sheket l'Rishonim, tranquility by the Rishonim, that it's all quiet and everything. Now it's bad. If this tranquility by it's a time of tranquility, and they have time. If they have time, they're on the move. It's terrible. They're looking for problems, right? La tzadikim for the tzadikim, if it's tranquility, they have time to learn Torah, and it's good for everybody. It's good for the world because the Torah protects the Yidden. Zog the Yimada, we're starting on Ayin Beis Amud Aleph on the top line, the first line. Tanya, we learned Nabraisa. Rabbi Yossi Haglili says, because this person ate a chatzi mana of meat and a chatzi lug of wine, Italian wine, the Torah will say you should take him out to be punished with misa. Ella. Rather, the chiyuv of misa for this person is because he is so tighted the Torah or the grecht reached to what he's going to do at the end. Shall ben seru meira shall save migamer es nichse aber Aviv. First, he's going to polish out clean out all the money from his father, and then umavakish limuda, and he's going to want to continue with his habits of guzzling wine and eating meat, glutening meat. He's not going to find money, and he needs. So he's going to go on the highways and the forks of the roads, and he's going to rob the people. I'm going to tell you, the Teilah Beser Yamu Zaka, he should die a righteous person before he kills somebody. Val Yamu Chayiv, then wait till the end, and then he'll be Chayiv Misa. Better he should die as a Zakai. It says the Gemara more examples. The Gemara Bryce is going to say that's Teilah L'Shem Radala Tzadikim.
What kind of dag is he getting now?
He's dying only because the father and mother said that he stole money.
Well, what kind of debt is getting now?
Oh, skila.
Skila.
The skila, yeah. So now we're going to say more cases, which is a ra. I'm sorry, Teilah L'Shem Radala Tzadikim, and so forth. The reverse. The death of Rishayim, this is just repeating the words of the Mishnah, is annull for them, is annull for the world. Because for them, they're not being meisuf in sins, and for the world, that they're not being harmed by these Rishayim. U'misal tzadikim is ra lahem ra lo'olam. Misal tzadikim, it's bad for them, they can't add more mitzvahs, and it's bad for the world, because their Torah protects them. Sheina v'yayin l'Rishayim. Now he reversed it. Before it said yayin v'sheina, same thing. Slumber and wine for the Rishayim. Hano lahem ha'lo la'ilam. It's hano for them. They're drinking and sleeping, and it's good for the world. They're not out making problems. La tzadikim ra lahem ra lo'ilam. For tzadikim, slumber, sleeping, wine. They're not being nice about Torah. It's terrible. Yes.
What's a tzaddik? A tzaddik wouldn't do these two things.
Of wine, yeah, a bit of wine, but
Tzaddik
sometimes
is a righteous person or a tzaddik?
is that right? We're going to talk.
So why
So,
wasting his time with drinking and food?
okay. Check it. Shabbos machen Kiddush Mashke. Check it. L'Rishayim. If it's tranquility for the Rishayim, Ra'at Lahem, Ra'at La'ilam, it's bad for all of them. Because if they have time in their hands, they can only do problems. Well, tzaddikim, if they have time, they only do good. They know about Torah, protect the world, protect everybody. Pizla Rishayim. If there's a separation, meaning they're not together, it's hana for them, they're not plotting and doing evil stuff, and it's hana for the world because they're not harming the world. When there's a pizur, they're not planning how to be mechazik yadus. As a group, they can do much more. Zog the Mishnah, Habab Machteres. Somebody who comes to a keller, through a basement or tunnel, he dug out to steal. Neither al shei seifei. He gets punished, even though he didn't kill. The Torah says he is deserving of death. So, lamashal, if in the machteres the owner finds the ganef, so he can kill it. It says im yematzei haganef v'hukah v'meis. You can beat him. You can give him a beating until he dies. It says v'hukah. You shouldn't smoke hookah because v'meis. He died from hookah. No, I'm joking. Says the Gemara, if he was going through the tunnels and he on the way going in, he broke the guy's barrel. If it's somebody that it's also to kill Lamashala's father. Our father, he knows his father's not going to kill him. The son he's coming to steal by the father. He came through a machteres, and the father is known to have more rachmanas on the son than the son for the father. So he's not the son is not allowed to kill him. So then, chayiv. Then the father has to pay for the barrel that he broke coming into the cellar to try to rob his son. The father has to pay. If it's a stranger, where you have to say he's considered. Ein leidamen means that he's considered as a person who doesn't have blood and a neshama. He's considered as dead, because once he comes in, he's allowed to be killed. Potter. Then he's potter from paying for the chavis that he broke coming in, because it's kim leiber derabmenei. You give him the greater punishment, and the greater punishment is Misa. He was supposed to get Misa. Even though he didn't get Misa, even though later he ran away, he could, but the Gemara says that Etzem Zach, that he came in a even that he was supposed to be killed, so it's as if he got Misa versus the lower punishment of Mummy. Zach the Gemara. Rabbi said, my timer, what's the reason that the Torah said that the machteres you're allowed to kill? It says the Gemara, because chazaka ain't adam Muhammad al atzma al mamayna. It's chazaka, nature. A person doesn't stand quietly while his money is being taken away. That's his life. He worked his whole life for it. He's going to try to save his money. Behind Mema, and the one that's coming, the Ganav that's coming through the tunnel, knows that. He knows he's going to have to confront a real fight over here. So he says, Zilna, if I go, if I go to steal, and I see the Balabai stands against me, he's not going to let me. He said, for sure, he's coming with the mindset, if he's going to come against me, I'm going to kill him. So therefore, the Torah says, his Mishnah, if he's a Reidef, if he's coming to kill you, then you're allowed to get up and kill him. The Rabbi said, somebody came through the tunnel to steal, and he took the kelim of the balabas, but and he went out. He's potter from returning it, my timer, because b'domim kenanhu, with his blood, he was chayiv misa at that time when he stole it, because the owner could have killed him. So it's misa with mumming. So he's pot kimlei b'drabmanei, so he doesn't have to pay for the kelim. Only if the ganav broke it. The hakelim lesno, so the kelim are not here, so you say he doesn't have to pay. Avol notal, but if he took the kelim, it wasn't broken, he didn't break, he just took it home. Why?
Why should he pay?
He should be he should have to give it back. He's like a pikot. It's like he's holding a pikotin for the balabayas. Why should he be able to get away with this?
He's lucky he didn't kill him.
That's why he should be potter. But that's only if there's no kelim. But if the kelim are here, it says the Gemara Rav says it's not mistaber that the Rav should potter the ganef, because the kelim are still here. They still belong to the Bailam wherever they are, and they're like a pekut in the hands of the ganef. So the Gemara is saying that that's a lashon shvur that Rav even said where the keli was not broken, that he doesn't have to return it. Because we'll give him the greater punishment. Why? And he has that ayah because he says it says he in the case where it's his father, where he wasn't allowed to kill his father, Vinensu, and the father was a oines, and he broke the keli. You say chayv, he has to pay back to the father. The father came to steal by the son.
The father came to the son. No?
Yeah.
No, the opposite.
So the son cannot kill the father. Such a case. It's not hashkim lahargin.
Right.
If he broke the kelim, the father would have to pay, right? Alma, why would he have to pay? So what do we see from here? B'shusei kaimei. So it's like in the shus of the ganef. That's why he has to pay when he broke it.
So that's over there.
So it's in the shus of the ganef. We consider it as the shus of the ganef. If it was a pekatan, he should be part of the No, it's his shus of the ganef. So hachanami b'shusei kaimei. Here also. I'm sorry. Hachanami b'shusei kaimei. Also here, where the kelim are found in the shus by the ganef. So it's only a repayment. So if it's talking about paying money back, because the keli belongs to him, once he took it, you say it went into the ganef's shus, so it's taking you from tashlum. So mitzvah tashlum, he doesn't have to pay because kim leber derabmanei, because he was chai misa when he entered the keller, the tunnel, he was already chai misa, and so the keli.
You tell that when the father is coming in.
We're bringing your raya from the father coming in. We just want to bring your raya that it's not as a pekadon. The ganef acquired it.
Right.
How do you see that? Because when the father broke the keli coming in, and the father wasn't a person that he was allowed to kill, right? So you said the father has to pay it back.
Right.
If it was like a pekadon, why should he have to pay it back? That's pekadon. He broke. He's heinous. Okay. So today it's in his ishus. So if it's in his ishus, so a regular ganef that steals, a stranger that comes to kill, who it's his, so he has to just pay back the money. So and we should say kim later the Abnei, because when he was chai misa at the same time when he grabbed the keli. Says he whatever loihi. Ach b'amis is not so. When did the Torah? At what level did the Torah make it as if it's in his ashus le'inyan einsin? That if he was an einos, so we say, oh, you're einos, then it's yours. It's like by chometz. That we say if they're after the time, it's not yours, but the Torah made it like yours so that you should be able to buy your own body matzah, right?
Right.
I'll tell you say here, the Torah made it even though it's not yours, it still belongs to the Balabayas, but B'negei to Einsin, the Torah made it like it should be yours and it should be chayiv. But B'atzim it's not yours. Avalinya mikna, B'shustarayu kaima. But B'negei to acquiring the Keli, it belongs to the original Bible. It's only been a gay Einsin that we said it's going to be considered as if in the Ganas Rishus. Just like a borrower, right? What is the din by a borrower? The Torah was Machayiv him be'Einsin because the Shoyel, even though he didn't buy it, it's not his, it doesn't belong. But all the Hana he's getting out of it, he's getting all the Hanas out of it, all the pleasures out of it. So too the Ganav shouldn't be worse than the Shoyel. He's also deriving benefit from it. So therefore the Torah says the Chayfetz only b'negei to be mechayv him in einsin, we made it as if it's in his ishus. But be'etzim it's a pekadin. Zog Yomara, be'etzim it belongs to the original owner. Zog Yomara Tam, we learned in the Mishnah, if he came through the tunnel to steal and he broke the barrel, yesh leidamim, if it's his father, then chayiv, then the father has to pay for the barrel. Ein leidamim, if it's not his father, it's a person that's as if he has no blood, no neshama, meaning a case that you're allowed to kill him, potter. So that person who stole the keli is going to be potter because kim leib the time. The whole reason is it says in the Mishnah the shiber only because he broke the keli. The chiein leidamim potter only because it broke and the ganef deserves to die. So you say kim leib by shiber. Oh, not all. But if he would have taken the chavis whole and it's still whole, loy, he's not going to be potter. Rather, he's going to have to return it. Even in the case where you're allowed to kill him, you should have to return it, not like it up. So you have an eye from the Mishnah like it up, not like it up. Says you have no raya. Who adin afilo not tanami. Really, the din is applicable even if he took the keli. He's also going to be potter from returning it like it up. The Mishnah says only when doesn't he have to return it if it was broken?
He doesn't have to return.
Come on. So what does he have to say? Shibis achavis. Kamashma. He wants to tell you the chi yesh lo yidamim. Even if the father is it's a father where the son is not allowed to kill him, so there's no kim leib the afagav the shiber not michai. We're going to say even though if the Ganav broke the barrel, right, and it's not existing, still we're going to tell him he's going to have to pay for it. And there's we're going to say even though it broke, it's non-existent. He's heinous. He still has to pay. What's the chiddush in that? Even though he broke it, so it's not a keli anymore, so he's come to tell us you're going to be chayiv. Pshita maziku is a regular mazik. A mazik is chayiv. Says you want to hak mashmalan. This is what he's come to teach us. The afilu shalei b'kavana. Even if he broke it, b'shegeg, yeah, or b'einas, b'komakim, he's going to say he has to pay for it. What do you want to teach us? Other muid la'ilam, that a person is always a mood, even when he sleeps and he does damage, he's chayiv. Says you want to Tanina, that's also Mishnah. Adam muid la'ilam. It says b'feidish in the Mishnah in Baba Kama Chavav. It says Adam muid la'ilam bein b'shegeg, bein b'meisim, bein b'einas, bein b'ratzin. So you're not telling us nothing about Adam being muid la'ilam. It says you want to kasha, stakyakote kasha. So therefore, you have no raya, says the Gemara. Faket. So he's saying that if only if it's broken. Faket. Only if it's broken, like Rava says. If it's only if it's broken, it's potter. But if it's still existing, Rava says you should be chayv to return it.
If it's broken, it's always accidental.
Right. So he's saying. So from this that the Mishnah said Shiba, only in the case of Shiba he's going to be potter. No, he wanted to say, oh, so okay, he wants to say, even if you're right, but he wants to bring out his holiness. Doesn't matter. So that's what you want to tell us. We already learned that in the Mishnah. So what's the union from Shiba? So Rabbi says, Shiba has to be teaching us that the only time the Ganef is going to be potter if the keli is broken. But if the keli is still around, he's going to have to return it. Masiv Rabbi Abai asked a shayla from the following brayso on Shitas Rava that says that if the keli is around, he has to return it. It says, "Akain kis b'Shabbos." Somebody steals a wallet on Shabbos. Chayiv, he's chayiv. Sharei nischayiv b'dmei geneva koidem yavle deyis Shabbos. Because the moment he picked up the Geneva, he was already kind of the Geneva. And now he walks outside, he's chayiv misa for Shabbos, but doing a malacha hitzah let's say Tzofar Shabbos.
What's the
But
chayiv? What chayiv mean?
Chayiv, he has to pay for the money, and also he's Chayiv Misa, both.
How could it come in the rabbin?
No, it's not Kim Levin Rabbanah. Kim Levin Rabbanah is only if in the same Misa you had both Mamanais together with Misa. But if it was two separate, on Shabbos had he gamit, he wasn't. So he's Chayiv for the Gneva. He picked it up. He was Chayiv for the Gneva. Now in I should say well, what's the muksa? He took something, wasn't nicht muksa. Nicht Geld. He took a beautiful silver spoon, or a golden level, and then he walked out. That's separate. First he was kind of the Gneva, so he's Chai for the Gneva, and then he walked out. Said he did a malach eitzah with meiz on Shabbos. He's Chai Misa. So he's Chai with mei Gneva. Kind of yavel day Misa Isa Shabbos. So I said, how about how you got to be What's if he was schlepping it on the floor? He never picked it up to be kind of the Gneva. So he's, Yeah, Nishna, he was dragging it. He was dragging on the floor. To the Rosh Potter. He's Potter from the Tashlum Gneva, Shari Is Gneva, but Isa Skila, Boin Kechot, came in the same time. Because when did it become his? Only after he brought it out into the Shosei Yochid. He dragged it. He never picked it up. But how was he kind it? With his hand. When he turned his hand this way, so we say a hand is considered Yod is Chatzera. It's like a Chatzah. When the Chatzah is kind of I mentioned. Okay. So the Gemara Hilchasa, the halacha is this. So he says that this din of the Brayso was said. The shad. So what's the kasha? So you see, even though the kis and the mois are still here, you don't say that he has to pay, return it. You say kim lebedavmene. So you see, even by Kayam and Zakasha and Rava says no. If the thing exists, you have to give it back. It's a pekadon. Says Gemara Hilchos, in that case you can bring a right. This Danu Benada. It's talking about that the Ganav took the wallet with the money and threw it into the river. So it's not around.
Why throw the river?
Yeah, maybe later. I don't know. But he threw it into the river, so it's gone. So Gemara Rava by Rava they stole Shepselach, male Shepselach rams through Ganav that came through. They came into the tunnel. Adinun nehale, like Hablino. Rav himself returned it to the Ganav. He says, "It's yours. I don't want to." They wanted to return it. I'm sorry, Adinun nehale. They wanted to return it. These Ganav, like Hablino, and he didn't want to accept it. He said, "Hay nothing mepumi derav." Even though I hold, if it still exists, you don't say kim lebederav because they came in machteres when they stole it. So they were chai misa, and what did they steal? The shepselach. So shepselach is mammon. So we said officially, according to Rava, you have to return it. But Rava held of Rav, and he says since Rav, Paskind, that even if it's Kayomim, you're potter, you don't have to give it back. So he says, I don't want to accept it from you. Even though I don't hold like Rav, but I accepted the Rav's psak. Okay, talking about Rabban. We says it says in the pasuk, Im Machteres Yimatzi Agar V'Hukameis Ein Lo Yidomim. It says Ein Lo Yidomim means that this Ganav who's coming is supposed to get killed. He's considered lifeless. He has no blood. He's no neshama. Im Zach Hashem Shalav. If the sun shined on him, it says what Hashem Shalav. What the sun is only shining on the Ganav? What are you coming to tell us? And the sun shines on the Ganav. What is that? Elo shines on everybody. Only if it's clear to you that this guy is coming to kill you, then kill him. But if you're not sure, don't kill him. Tanya Hidach. Oh, 1 minute. If he's not sure, he doesn't. He has a bachint upon him. You never know what he could do, but you're not sure. Tanya Hidach. We learned in another brayso Haket. It says Imzach Hashem Shalav Domim Loi. It's talking about a father, Domim Loi, that the blood he's not allowed to kill. It says Hashem Shalav B'Vat is the sun shining only on him. The Gemara says the kavanah of the pasuk is if it's clear to you that he's in peace with you, al tageyu, then don't kill him. But in love, if you're not sure, hageyu, kill him. So it's a stira. Before we said if you're not sure, what do we say? You're not allowed to kill him. No. And from the diuk of this brayso it comes out if you're not sure, you kill him. So kasha stomach to stomach. You have a kasha from one stomach and another. So it's not like kasha. Come in the first brayso it's that the father came in machteres alabein. So minastam, you have to say minastam. The father has achmanas on the son, till you know for sure that the father's a real a cult mensch. He's trying to kill his son too. If in such a case, if you're clear that he's out to kill you, then you're allowed to kill him. But otherwise, stam.
Give me your son, you're allowed to kill him?
Huh?
Give me your son. Give me your son.
It's the son is allowed to kill the father, even though the son normally is not. Because the father had to marry Achmanas from Zumbi, the son had to not. So in such a case, normally we say he's not allowed to touch him. He's not allowed to touch his father. But if he sees the father for sure is coming to kill him, then you're allowed to kill him. Gone, the Bein Alav. Here it's talking on the reverse. A son doesn't have so much Achmanas on the father. So when a son comes on the father has to. So normally when the son is coming on the father, he's coming to kill him. Unless you're not sure. If you're not sure, then you're not allowed to kill him. That's what he's saying. I'm sorry. Unless, if you're not sure, then you're allowed to kill him. Usually a ben will kill the father. Oh, yeah. And if you're not sure, then kill him. Because you don't take chances. Amar Rav, Kol de ase alai b'machtarta katil alei. Rav said about himself, any ganov that's going to come in my keller, in my tunnel,
You gotta kill him.
he's going to kill him. It's like the Yimada, except for Rab Chanim Bashile. If I see him coming to steal by me, him I'm not allowed to kill. My time, in fact, no matter why not, Elon Nishum the Tzaddik, who even going to say because he's a Tzaddik. Because what is he coming and digging in my cellar to steal? Well, what's for a Tzaddik is das? A Tzaddik with pelts. You have to say, you have to say because he knows for sure that Rab Chanina loved him so much, like Kirachma Val Abein. So he knows he would never kill him.
So what is it he's governing? So you could go straight there for...
He said he's giving a Heichi Timtza. He says if he would be even a Ganef, he would not kill him. Okay? Sagt die Gemara, I'm sorry. It says Damim Loi teaches us you're not allowed to kill. A Ganef is not allowed to kill if it's father, if the father is coming to steal by his son. Bein bechel. So what is damim plural? It says damim. It says dam. It says the damim is bein bechel bein Shabbos. Whether it's in the weekday, whether it's on Shabbos, the halacha is that he's not allowed to kill him.
What's the chiluk?
No, bechel Shabbos. I will soon say. Ein loy damim. We'll get to it. Ein loy damim. If it's a stranger, and a stranger is considered like he's dead, no blood, no neshama, no nothing. Are you allowed to kill him? You're allowed to kill him. Shabbos. I understand. Ein loy damim. Shabbos. You need it. It's a chiddush because I needed to tell you that you're allowed to kill him on Shabbos. I would have thought Mida Dahava Harugi Bezdin, just like by Harugi Bezdin. Bezdin is not allowed to kill anybody in Shabbos. The Shabbos like Katlina. On Shabbos you're not allowed to kill because it's a Chilul Shabbos. Because you're taking on the Shamash of Balachayim. And taking on the Sham of a Balachayim is from the Lamatans Malachis. So I would have thought you're not allowed to kill him. Kamash Malan, the Katlina, you're allowed to kill him. Domim loy, but Benegeya, if you're telling me it says Domim loy, a person like a father, a son is not allowed to kill. Shabbos. What are you telling me? Sign the weekday, sign Shabbos. If you can't even kill him in the weekdays, it's Shabbos. For sure, he's not allowed to kill him on Shabbos. What do I need? Once you know Bechel, you know automatically Shabbos. Says you want to have sheish like nitzcha ella lefakeh halav hagal. Let's say the father was coming in to steal, and the wall fell on him, full of stones. Are you allowed to take off the stones to save him on Shabbos? Says you might only if it's his father who was dumb like he was not allowed to kill. But if it was a stranger who was supposed to be killed anyway, Zolashtab. No, but you're not allowed to take it off. You're not allowed to take it off on Shabbos. You tell me, hey, Shabbos, sorry. Okay. Cover Shabbos, yeah. Tell you about it says, Vahukah, V'meis ein leidamin. So what is the Gemara saying? It doesn't have to be Dafka. The Balabas Kenem Haryanim. It could be any person could kill him. This gun for him. The mace. What is the mace coming to tell us? It says so you could kill him with any misa. I understand Bahukah means any person. Itzich. I need it. I would have thought to say Balabayis who that only the Balabayis that allowed him to kill the Ganef. The Kimle because the Ganef knows The ain't other Mamid al Atzmei al Mameine. He knew that this guy Betiva is going to stand up against him. So therefore, this guy was coming to kill him. So therefore, the Balabais could get up and kill him back. Avalache, who's not the Balamamin, I would have said, hey, loy, maybe the Torah wasn't matter to kill such a ganav. Yeah, outsider, I'm not such a ganav. The outsider should not, an outsider, it's not his money, and the guy, it's not against him who is going to stand up for his money. It's the Balabais is the one that's going to stand up for the money, and he has the right to kill him because he knows he's coming against him. But Achi doesn't have that. Kamash Malan comes and tells us the Reidev who he has a din like a Reidev. He's a Reidev. If somebody's chasing another person to kill him, you're allowed to kill the Reidev. You don't have to. The guy who's near death doesn't have to be the one that's killing the Reidev. Some outsider could kill the Reidev. So the Gemara, Afila Achi Nami by a Reidev, even an outsider could. So it says Gemara Elef Ameis. This that you say, what do I need a pasuk of Ameis to teach you? You can kill him with any misa that you want. Meretzeach nafka. I can learn now from the regular din of Retzeach. The Tanya we learn. The Torah says when they get to Retzeach, Mois Yumas Amaka Retzechu. It says Mois Yumas Atapel Teloshin. Why does it say Mois Yumas? Ainly Ella b'Misa Murabai. I would have thought only with a sayiv. Let's say you're talking about, even if you're talking about Ir Nedachas, right? You're supposed to kill the Ir Nedachas b'sayiv. Let's say they went on a boat. You can't get, most of the people are going on a boat, so you could kill them with a bow and arrow. How do you know if you can't kill him with the misa that the Torah says b'sayiv? That you can kill him with any misa. Talmud Leimat comes the Torah and says atop the lashon mois you must. The kefil haloshin comes to be marber that you can kill the Ritzeach mikomakim with any misa possible. Says you want to shagi also from Ritzeach came to Shari Islan and you can't learn out from Ritzeach. The Makra mois you must. But there's a yitur. It says atop the lashon. There, the Torah was megala that you can kill with any misa. Says so that's why we need a b'meis to teach us by Ben Seder Umeira. Says the Yamada. I'm sorry, by God of Habab Machteres. Let us learn out God of Habab Machteres from the Tzayach. Says the Yamada. No, Mishum Davar Tzayach. Big Goyel Adam. Shnei Ksum Nabayim Ge'echad. Yeah, by a Goyel Adam also teaches us that if the Goyel Adam goes out of the Ari Miklat, then the relatives could kill him. And let's say he doesn't. You could point to anybody. You can point other people to kill him. Yeah, you can point other people to kill him. Says the Yamada. Okay, so you have two psukim telling you the same thing. Once you have two psukim telling you the same thing, so you can say it's a binyan av. You can learn out from there for all over because shnei ksum habayim teach two psukim. You have two psukim telling you the same thing. Then you need for each and every place a special pasuk because it said it twice. So then every place you're going to need a special limud to tell you can kill him with any misa. It says it says if in the machteres you'll find the ganav. I only know about if he's coming through the underground. How about if he came through Gaga, through the rooftop, or the yard in the front, which is with walls. Menayin, how do we know if he came through those directions that he still could kill him? Talmud Lema, Yimatze Haganav Mikol Makayim. It says the word Ganav is extra, is a yitzu. Because the whole passage is talking about a Ganav. So he's come. The extra word Ganav comes to tell you Mikol Makayim. In fact, Yimanim came out Talmud Lema Machteres. What is he coming to teach us with the word Machteres? It says no. If it's everywhere, why do you saying dafke machteres? Because most ganavim come through the machteres. It's easier. Yeah, listen. Yeah. Tanya Yidach, we learned another price. Machteres only. It says machteres el machteres. It says I only know from here that you're allowed to kill a ganav if he comes through the machteres. Anywhere. The extra word Ganav tells you anywhere. It came out why does it say the word machteres? He says machtarte. Here the Brais is a little different. This that he came to the machteres, zuhi asase. It's as if he was warned. You that don't do this. It's as if you're being warned. Don't do it because you're going to get killed. So that's what he considers it. Huh? Asah, yeah. Sagt die Gemara, aber Rav Huna said, cotton haroidev nitin latzilei. A cotton that's running after another cotton to kill it, you're allowed to kill the roidev to save the nidr benafshe by killing the roidev. Because the roidev ain't tzarich hasa. But it says the Gemara, Rav Huna holds a roidev doesn't need hasa, leishna gadol, leishna cotton. Doesn't make a difference if it's a gadol or a cotton. It doesn't matter who the roidev is. Then you're allowed to kill him. Eis, in fact, the Gemara Akasha, Eis Rav Chizda Rav Huna, Rav Chizda is the Akasha from the following Mishnah on the Hira of Rav Huna, because Rav Huna says that no matter if he's a gadol or cotton, you don't need a hasa, you can kill the roidev. So, in fact, the Gemara, look, there's a din, if a woman was having a hard time giving birth, and she's going to die, and the baby is in the mother's stomach, you could pull out pieces and kill the baby for that. Says the Gemara, but once the head of the baby came out, he's a nefesh gemura, ain't noigim, but you can't touch it lafish, ain't deichem nefesh mipnei nefesh. You can't push off one nefesh before, because of another nefesh. Even though the Gemara is the Shaila, Rashi brings down the story. What was his name? Sheva ben Bichri. He was made of the Malchus. And Yoav, the head general of David, came to this city where he's hiding. He said, give a hair. If you don't give him to us, we'll kill the whole city. Officially, you're not allowed to give a nefesh because of another nefesh. How do you know you're better than the other nefesh? The Pimams, they threw him over. They cut off his head and threw it over. The city that was hiding Sheva ben Bichri was made of Malchus. So Sheva ben Bichri. So what happened was, so what Rashi explains, that's different. Sheva ben Bichri would have been killed regardless. It was a made of Malchus. It's not like here. A nefesh for a nefesh.
You're not sure.
There we knew he's going to get killed regardless. Either with everybody or alone, he's getting killed.
He saved the whole town.
He saved the whole town for that. That's fine because he was going to get killed anyway. So the mother shining awesome. So, in fact, the mother. So what do we see? Ein noigim the fishein deichen nefesh mit nei nefesh. In fact, the mother amai reidefut. This child that's in that even though it poked out his head. Is that right if he's killing the mother? Says, you want to shine your husband. The Mishamaya Karat Filah. It's a natural thing. It's coming from Mishamayim. The Sakana is not. The baby's not coming to kill nobody. The baby is a baby naturally coming out. And the mother's dying naturally. That's Mishamayim. Abadov, with the cotton is a Raidif. He's a Raidif. So that's different. Then you're allowed to kill him. So you want to name him let's bring a raya that a Raidif doesn't need a Hasa. Because it says, Raidif Shahaya Raidif HaChachabele. There was a Raidif that was chasing after his friend to kill him. And a third person saw it. He's saying to him, look, this guy's a Yid. He's nicht kein Mumma. He's a Bambris. He keeps to the Torah. And he's warning him that if you pour this guy's blood, your blood is going to be poured. You're allowed to kill him. Even though the Raidif didn't accept, the full Asra goes like this. The Raidif says, I hear you, but I'm still going after him. So but this is not what happened there. He didn't say that. So you see, you don't need Asra. So if you want to know, I hear Rabbi Yosef Rabbi Yehuda, the Tanya Rabbi Yosef Rabbi Yehuda, the whole purpose of Asra is that he should know that there's a difference. What he's doing, if he knows what the halacha is, then he doesn't need asa. It's only to be mafkin between a person who's a sheikh and a. But here, in this baraisa, he's maida. The hegim without asa is, according to him, that's asa. You don't need him to be maida. He says, this Bryce is you need to warn him. So the Chachamim would hold that he wouldn't have to accept. He would have to accept, I hear you, but I'm anyway going after the killing. That's what. But Rabbi Yosef Rabbi Yehuda says you don't need it. But the Chachamim would say he would need it. Says, you want to tell Shema, come in here, I'll ask you for the following Bryce. That he says, Avhuna says, a Raidif doesn't need Asa. There was one Raidif that was chasing after another to kill him. Look, this guy's a Yid, he's a Bambris. So it says that you have to kill that person who's chasing him. If the Reidav says, I know the deal, I'm still going for it. So Yadei Anishu came, Potter, he's Potter from Misa. You're not allowed to kill him. Why? Because even though he accepted upon himself, but he didn't say, I'm accepting the Misa. He says, I know. He says, we didn't say, I'm accepting upon myself this Misa. If he didn't say that, Avanas Kain Ani Oisa Kain, he says, I'm doing it on the condition that I'm going to get killed because of this. If he didn't use the words, I'm going to kill him even with the condition that I'm going to get killed. If he says those words, then chayiv. If he doesn't say I'm doing amanas that I'm going to get killed anyway, then he's potter. So says Gemara. So you see the fetish, you need hasra. Says Gemara, no. Like the koybetei ibn nahari. Here it's talking about that the Reidev was already over. The Reidev and the Nirdev were over a river. The third guy was on the other side of the river. So the Nirdev is going to get killed. He was unable to save him. So by Ika, so what was the whole purpose? So he wants to be able to bring him to Bezdin, the Reidev, if he kills him, that he should get killed to say that he had Asra. So that's why Beidina by Asra, because for Bezdin to kill him, you need Asra. So that's why he was screaming over the river. He's saying, don't do it. It's a Yisrael, it's a Ben Bris. The Torah says, you're going to get killed. And he says, he says, I'm still doing it that I should get killed. So once he says that, you have Adam that heard that. So then later on you can kill him. But he's saying, I know the Amri Ketana, the Machteres, that the Machteres, he says only by Machteres. Machteres, that's his Asah. That's a special limit. But Taka, there, it's not going to be Asah. You're going to have a full Asah.